Hello, welcome back. Good morning to all of you. My name is Vishal Manocha, owner and director at Net Worth Immigration Solution. Welcome back to our live session. It's 11 a.m. in Canada right now, Eastern Standard Time, and we are based in Toronto. And we it's right now it's 9:30 p.m. in India. Welcome back to all our viewers. I'm your host Vishal Manocha Live. I'm an immigration consultant. We have been practicing immigration for many years, and with a success rate of more than 95 to 98%, we have been getting our applications through in all the category. This session happens every Friday at the same time. The whole idea about this session is to give you all updates we have from the last 1 week from Canada Immigration, and also gives you a time to post question into to ask questions live, and definitely we will like to answer them for you right away. So thank you all for joining, and this is going to be another exciting session because the CRS score dropped to 260 in one of the category, and we will be discussing about that very soon in this session. Yes, you heard it right. The CRS dropped to 260, where it was trading at I think last time it was 489. But this is a draw which was happened from one of the PNP, where the score was dropped to 260, and there were few category of people who were invited. We will be discussing about that stream very shortly, but that is something the most exciting news of this session. We will be talking more about it soon. But to begin with, Express Entries, we were discussing about last week that we might have a CEC draw happening this week, but there was no news, there was no Express Entry draw held this week. So no CEC, no Express Entry, no Federal Skill Trade Class draw was held this whole week. As we said last week, we had two draws, which one was PNP draw, another was the Federal Skill Worker draw. Only CEC was missing last time. So we all were expecting that this week we might see a CEC draw, Canadian Experience Class draw coming. But unfortunately, there was no draw held this whole week. So there's nothing much we have to talk about those draws these days. I know IRCC is totally unpredictable right now. The way they are conducting their draws, surprise draws coming, different categories draws coming, particular stream categories draws coming. So it is definitely surprising, and we are not able to exactly predict what is going to happen next. But still, Canadian Experience Class draw is around the corner, and I'm pretty sure if it did happen this week, it should be coming up very soon. So if you are in Canada, if you have 1 year of Canadian experience, under knock right now is under tier 1, 2, 3, then definitely you should be into the pool right away. If you are not into the pool, definitely you will never get a chance to be invited. You will never get a chance to apply for your PR. So definitely make sure you are into your pool and applying for the Express Entry. That is the only way you can be invited. Definitely, provincial nominee programs are other options, but you have to make sure that you are into the pool. Whatever score you have, irrespective of whatever score you have, either 300, 350, 400, as far as you are eligible, you should be into the pool. Then only you have any chance. As in this session, we will be discussing about that 260 score for one of the draw which was held this week. So we will be discussing about it later, but definitely you have to be into the pool to be eligible to apply for an Express Entry, any category draw. It could be an ONP link draw, because there are a lot of provinces which have their PNP draws linked to Express Entry. The only way you can be invited for those draws is if you are in the Express Entry pool. So if you're not into the Express Entry pool, then unfortunately you will not be invited. But whatever stream of job you have done, as far as that makes you eligible for Express Entry pool, you should be applying under the Express Entry. You should be into the pool to take the benefit for that one. If you're not in the pool, definitely you will not stand any chance of getting invited. So I have been, I think, suggesting my clients every time, every session we emphasize that be into the pool, get yourself into the Express Entry. That is the only way, the best way for you yourself getting a chance of being invited to apply for a provincial nominee program PR or a direct express entry profile PR. But that will only happen if you get into the pool. So that is something you need to definitely take into consideration. And if you are still not into the pool, if you need our guidance, our help, contact us and we will be happy to assist you. Try to get you into the pool and then make sure if you may be getting invite from one or the other province so that you get a chance of getting a PNP PR, if not direct express entry. Okay, so that was one point of the discussion today. Second is IRCC has launched application tracker for 4 of its categories now. Previously, they started out with the PR spousal application. Then it was, I think, there were another few programs which were invited. Citizenship program you can even track now. But now it has been extended to 4 more streams. Those streams are express entry. Through express entry, now you can track your skill trade class, your provincial nominee programs, your express entry, and all the PNP can also be targeted under this draw. So there are 4 categories now under which you can basically track your PR status. You can know exactly what is happening and how much is the timeline left before a decision has been made. But you have to be patient when you look into that, because for some of the people you will see the tracker moving very fast and the file are being processed very quickly and the decision has been made within 3 to 4 months. But in a lot of cases you will also see the decision has taken almost 1 year, or like not 1 year right now, it's taking 6 to 8 months maximum, but the decisions are coming very quickly. And definitely you need to be all this can do is you can track it more properly, where your profile is exactly, what exactly is happening with your file, what stage is your file at right now. So this tracker help you do that. So this is just recently been launched by IRCC in this week. So now you can create your link profile and then you can definitely track your application and the status of your PR application so that you know how long it can further take to process your application. So this is something, this was started I think last year, but now it has been extended to most of the program. Now you can track your applications online, which was not previously allowed, or like there was not a feature the IRCC has, but now they have this feature where you can track your application under PR categories for these programs too. Secondly, we have a news for the backlogs. We all know during pandemic there have been a lot of backlogs. It went to in fact 2.6 million application pending. It is slowing down, it is dropping down. The January data has been released. So as compared to December, in January, there were another 70,000 approximately more applications being processed. So now, as of now, the IRCC backlog data stands at approximately 2.1 million. So which is lower than the last December score. But definitely right now, if you compare from last December to now, the backlog has been reduced, which is definitely always positive. There are still a lot of categories under which the applications are taking time. In fact, we have also noticed there was also data which state that the PR application and citizenship application are still taking more than the normal processing time, but the backlog is reducing overall, and as I said, it is now close to around 2.1 million mark. Again, a positive sign. Again, a very positive sign, in fact, definitely, because that makes sure that your applications are being processed very quickly, you're getting results very soon, and your PR application are processed very, not just the PR application, all the categories of application are now being processed. And definitely in 2023, although they decided in 2022 that they will try to get back to the normal, but it doesn't seem to be working out now. It seems like it will take another year or so before they reduce their backlog to the normal backlog processing backlog, which was pre-pandemic levels. Let's see how it goes, but definitely it is still a positive sign. Now we will be discussing about the most important news of the session. We're going to be discussing about a draw which was held yesterday where the CRS score dropped to 260, which is the lowest in this stream. The last year, the same stream had the lowest score 266, but this has been dropped to 260 now, so 6 points lower than the previous year. Which is this stream? This stream is Ontario Skilled Trade Class, which we have seen second of their draw been held in 2023. The first draw, the people invited were 336. In this draw, the people have been invited with only CRS 260. But there is a difference between the previous draw, this draw, and the previous draw which were held last year. So this Ontario Skilled Trade class draw, only 5 NOC knock were invited in this stream. Only 5 NOC knock. Skilled trade class has a lot of NOC knock code which are eligible, but only 5 were invited. Now, who were those 5 NOC knock? I'm just going to tell you what knocks were there. So, first one was transport supervisor. That was one of the knock which was invited. Then the second was telecommunication and cable installation. People who are working under this knock, they were invited. Then carpenters were invited in this draw. Fourth people who were invited in this draw was painter and decorator were also invited in this draw. So these were the people who were invited under this draw. Only five of the NOC knock were invited. The number of invitations sent was 510, so 510 invitations were sent under this draw. But the most surprising thing, the most thing to look at is the CR score was 260. So this Ontario Skilled Trade class is one of the most popular draw we have seen throughout 2022, and again in the beginning of 2023 we talk about there have been 2 draws been held till now in Ontario, and both of the draws were under the same stream. Although the previous draw, which was held in January, I think 23rd of January, where the score was 336, there were a lot of other NOC knock invited, but this particular draw, only 5 NOC knock were targeted, 510 people were invited, and CRS was 260. So that's why I was telling you in the beginning of the session that you should be always into the pool. There could be any specific draws coming. There could be other province who can pick you up with low score also. But the only way you can get through this is if you are into the pool. If you're not into the pool, then unfortunately you will not be able to get any sort of invitation if it's an Express Entry profile, PNP, or just an Express Entry. So I'm still again recommending everybody that if you are still not into the pool and if you think you are eligible, or if you are not pretty sure if you are eligible or not, contact us and we can get you into the pool and then see maybe you are being invited to one or the other draw. So this was the most exciting update for this week. Now I'll be taking a few questions before we discuss about other updates we have. The most important we'll be discussing in the next round of this information will be spousal open work permit, where the spouses are now allowed to invite their partners on an open work permit starting from 30th January, irrespective of whichever NOC knock you're studying, you're working. But there is a catch behind it. We will be discussing about that. It's something very, very important for you to understand. But I'll be discussing that once we have taken a few questions which are already posted here. And also, if you have any question, kindly go ahead and post it into the comment section, and I'll be happy to answer them for you right away. The first one we have is Mr. Jam, our regular, one of our client and viewers who is present in all of our live shows. So thank you for joining, Mr. Ramit. Then we have Shivam asking a question. May 23 intake admission are still open. Can you help in taking admission in Best College Canada? Okay, Shivam. First of all, May 2023 is almost closed in most of the program, or most of the provinces and most of the colleges. So this 2023 we are not left with too much of time, because 2020 May is around just 2 months from now. We are middle of the February almost. So by the time you will apply, you will get your LOA and you process your fees and your GIC. Your file will go into the High Commission. It will be another month or so, even more than that. So may not be a good idea for May 2023. But yes, if you are onshore and you're looking for May 2023 admission, then we have got seats available for you in colleges across GTA, in Brampton, Mississauga, Scarborough. If you are looking for onshore admission for May 2023, we have got still few seats available. Although most of the colleges are even closed here, but there are still seats available under PG and UG program. So make sure if you are onshore, then definitely you can apply. If you are not onshore, then I'll advise you, start targeting September 2023, a fall intake for this year. That will be the most ideal situation for you, because if you target May 2023, chances are you may not get your visa by that time. So it's better now you start preparing for fall 2023 application. I hope that clears your question, Shivam. Then we have Rajat asking, how are you? I'm good, Rajat. Sir, if anyone wife have proper band score and no gap in study and band score is 6.5 and complete BCom, then his partner do not need uh, for BA for Australia. Please reply, sir. I'm not pretty sure. I think your question is regarding Australia, and this, Rajat, we are talking most of the topic we discuss here is about Canada. I'm not pretty sure how Australia is processing their applications right now about their spouses or the principal application, and I may not be the right person. But yes, if you need any information about Australia, you can contact our office in India, which is in Karnal and Kurukshetra. You can contact our office, and definitely somebody will be able to help you regarding Australia in our office. Other than that, as I said, I may not be the right person to answer your question regarding Australia. I'll advise you to contact my office back home in India. Then we have Gurpreet Kaur asking, hello sir, I have created my Express Entry profile, but it says not eligible CUEC. It happens after new tier system when I update my profile system says met for CEC, but after refreshing or resigning, it says you are not. Okay. So basically, Gurpreet, the better idea will be definitely we need to know more information about your exact scenario, your profile, your score, and we may have to look into the way you're creating your profile. I'm pretty sure that should not be the scenario. In few cases, we have even found out there may be a technical glitch, but I will not be able to comment exactly if that is a technical problem or there is a mistake we are making in creating the profile after the tier system being implemented. That is something we will need to look forward to, but we will need more information. I'll advise you to kindly contact our office in India. Sorry, for you, you can contact our office in Canada and Brampton, and definitely we can help you look into your profile and see where the things are going wrong. And if you are actually not eligible, then what is the scenario? And but if you are eligible, we can figure it out once we have more information about your profile. Then we have Mr. Parveen joining us from Punjab. Good morning, Parveen. If you have any question, definitely you can ask us. And thanks for joining. And if you have any question, kindly post it into the comment section. They can go together. Rajat has a question. I think Rajat, I've already answered your question. And if it's regarding Australia, I'll advise you to kindly contact my office in India. Okay, then we have Akash Rawat asking, can you suggest me fastest way to move to Canada? Okay. The fastest way to move to Canada, there is no fastest way. In fact, it depends on your profile. Study permit could be one of the way which could be the fastest as compared to permanent residency. But you have to be eligible, so it all depends on your profile. Visitor visa, again, there's no fastest way. Honestly, you need to figure out what is your aim of coming to Canada. Why do you want to Canada? That is something first you need to ask yourself. You want to come and study here? You want to come and work here? You want to come and get a permanent residency? There are a lot of pathways available, a lot of options available, but the fastest may not be the right question to be addressed here. It could be depending on what exactly is the scenario and what maybe you are eligible for not eligible or not in one or the other program. Then only we can see which could be the best way for you to come to Canada. But again, if you have further question, you can contact our office and we will be happy to assist you. Okay. Then we have got another question for Har Kamal Ji Singh. Hello sir, please give an idea about the score and date of the upcoming CEC draw. Okay, so as we were discussing in the beginning of the session, we all were expecting that there will be a CEC draw this week. In fact, I had a lot of expectations that the draw will be held this week. Unfortunately, there was no draw. So IRCC is definitely, it's hard to predict right now what will be their next move and what exactly they will be, or what draw they will be conducting in the next week. What will be the score? It's getting very, very tough right now to guess something because IRCC is not getting their draw regularly. Sometimes they have on Wednesday, sometimes it comes on Thursday, sometimes you will see in January. It's almost, we are just in 6 weeks of this year and we have seen a lot of draws coming, no regularity in the draw. There are irregular draws, different categories draws we have seen in the last 6 weeks. It's hard to predict, but pretty sure CEC draws should be coming up very, very soon. My expectation is that around 470 to 480 maybe between that range will be a CEC draw. If that happens, that should be a range. That will be my guess if that draw happens in the coming week or so. But it should be coming. I'm pretty sure. I'm confident that it should be there. But again, as I said, IRCC is totally unpredictable. They have been in the last 6 weeks, so it's very hard to know which draw will be the next one, who will be the people who will be invited, and what will be their score. But CEC around the corner, my guess will be around 470 to 80. Between that range, the CEC draw should come. Okay, Raja, thanks for asking question. Then we have a Nakul asking, sir, good morning. I have query regarding work, which intake is good. You have a query regarding work, which intake is good. Okay, so basically your question, I'm not pretty sure what your question is. Is it your question regarding work or is it regarding study? Because intakes is only possible if you're coming and studying here, and for work, depends on if you've gotten a job offer, if you have been invited by an employer, uh, like they have applied for your LMI that got approved, and now after that getting approved, now you can apply for a work permit. So for study, there are three intakes in Canada: January, May, and fall, which is winter, spring, and fall. These are the most popular intake you have. Uh, if you want to come and study, want to study in Canada, then these are the three intakes available. I hope that answered the question. Now, then we have Akash. What is the process of express entry? Okay. So for express entry, to be eligible under express entry, you need to have at least 1 year of experience, either in Canada or outside Canada, in the last 10 years. That is one criteria. Then you need to have if you're outside Canada, you need to have CLB 7, which is 6 band in each in your IELTS, and you should have your document evaluated. BEST should be done. So if you meet these three criteria, then you become eligible to get into the express entry pool. Now, express entry pool has its own three pathways. One is like skilled worker class, CEC class, and skilled trade class. So although skilled trade class is not very popular now, we have seen very few draws coming for that particular stream. I think last year only one draw came for the whole year in the last whole year. So that stream is not very popular. The most popular is the federal skilled worker and CEC class. If you need more info on Rajat, definitely I'll advise you to contact our office, and we will be happy to help you for your future question or queries you have. Now we will be discussing about, I think I've answered all the questions being posted as of now, but definitely if you have any more questions, I'll request you to kindly post it into the comment section, and I'll be happy to answer them. This live show is all about you taking all the information you need for me to update you with all the update we have from the last 1 week. And as far as we are, definitely if you're asking a question, that's going to help you out in whatever doubt you have. So if you have any doubt, kindly go ahead and ask your question. If not, definitely this is a session to be joined for your questions if you have. I am your host Vishal Manoj. I am an immigration consultant practicing immigration for many years, and our office is based in Brampton, Ontario. We have another location in Alberta, and we have 2 offices back home in India. So if you need to contact us, you have 4 locations to get hold of us and solve your query or concern. We also do a lot of LMI application processing. If you have an employer who wants to hire you, and if you want us to process your LMI application, we can definitely help you in that. Also, in fact, we have a lot of employers who are approaching us to find the right candidate for them. They are ready to do an LMI application. They are ready to support your PR application too. There are a lot of skills who are in demand. There are a lot of employers who want us to arrange people from back home or from within Canada who have experience in their field. Like right now, we have got a retail supervisor position available immediately. One of the employers, Oshawa, is looking for if you have experience in retail, we can help you. If you're a chef or cook and you're looking for an option, then we can also have employers who are ready to hire you. If you have a genuine experience back home and you have been working there, you have got experience with you, then we can help you in that regard too. So that is another category of stream we help people from. Then we have got another client who's asking us question, my from country Bangladesh, Canada visa possible? Okay. So yes, visa is possible from whichever nationality you are. It all depends on what stream you want to come in, what exactly is your motive of coming to Canada. You want to come here, study here, work here. It all depends, but Canada do welcome people from all over the world. So now I'm I'm going to discuss the last update of the session, which is very, very important for a spousal open work permit. There was an announcement been made that starting from 30th of January, now whatever stream your spouse is working under, I'll not say use a word stream. In fact, whatever tier job your spouse is doing is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you are allowed to invite your spousal on your spousal open work permit. Previously, the rule was that you were supposed to have a knock job OAB, but that was extended to even CD. Now you were able to, but if you are working under tier 4 and 5, you have to make sure that you are being paid high wage. This program was supposed to be launched in 3 phases, so as of now, only one phase has been launched. In the first page, in the first page, it says that you can only invite your spouses on an open work permit if you are getting a high wage job. Now, where to find about it? If you go to the ESDC website or you Google wages job bank, once you are onto that website, put your job position name, or if you know the name, if you know the NOC knock code or the tier code, put that knock code, and that will show that what is the low wage, medium wage, and high wage in the job position you have been offered. Ignore the medium wage because medium wage is not something you need to look at. You need to look at high wage. So if you're working at tier 4 and if your job is low wage, then definitely that stream is still not open for you. It is opening up soon. That is the second phase of the stream. That's how it was announced that it will be open in the 3 phase. We are not pretty sure when exactly the third phase will start. The second or the third phase will come, but it will come sometime in the year, definitely in the first part of the year itself. But make sure you're not applying for your husband or a spousal work permit if you're under tier 4 and 5 and you're not being paid high wage. Now, high wage is definitely some very less chances that under tier 4 and 5 people are being getting paid high wages. So you have to be pretty sure. You have to make sure that yes, definitely you are getting high wage under tier 4 and 5. Then only you can invite your spouse. If not, you need to be working under tier 0, 1, 2, 3. And in that, even if you're working in low wage, you are allowed to invite your spouses. So that is the exact rule. So make sure you are aware of this rule. You're not applying for your spouse open work permit if you're not getting high wage. There will be a rejection because you are not eligible to apply still under this category. So make sure you are aware of this stream and you know exactly who is eligible and who is not. If you have any further question and if you want our help in assisting your spousal open work permit application, then definitely you can contact us and we will be happy to help you for your spousal application. We have got very good success rate under this spousal application stream. 98% of our visas gets approved under this stream. So hardly 2% rejection we have got in the last so many years, so which is an excellent success rate to have in any of the categories. So if you are looking to invite your spouse on a work permit or a permanent residency, then definitely contact us. We have a special line for the spousal category, 647-939-0484. You can contact at this number, call at this number, and she can help you out in processing your spousal visa application. But as I said, you need to make sure for your, if you're inviting a spouse on an open work permit, you are eligible before you put an application, or otherwise you may get a rejection, and which will definitely is not going to help you or your spouse in any of the case. But if you need further information about exactly the stream, contact our office in Brampton or in Alberta. We will be happy to help you in that too. So that brings us to the end of the session. We have got updated all the information we have in the last 1 week. In fact, we'll be just discussing another one thing before we wrap up, in fact, the session, that is the college admission for onshore students. We have seats available for May. Canada was just open for September 2020, but that is closed as of now, so there's no seats available for Canada for any of the campuses except North Bay for September 2023. We have still got May 2023 open for other colleges, like Conestoga is open, Humber is open, Sheridan College is open. Then we've got St. Louis Alpha, which is open for May 2023. So if you're an onshore student, if you're studying in a private college, want to move up to a public college, or if you have completed your 1-year PG diploma and looking for another 1-year PG diploma in a public college, contact us. We have seats available for May 2023 for onshore students only. But if you're offshore, we have seats available for September 2023. So make sure you are applying well in time because the offer letters take time and it is first come first serve. Even the onshore seats are very limited, so you need to make sure that you are applying well ahead in time for you to start up your classes in May 2023. We have seats available for onshore students. Contact us if you need further information about colleges and program. You can contact our office. The main line number 647-891-0647, and you can dial in extension 103 or 116 and she will help you in that regard. So that's it about this live session. We will be back live again next Friday, 11 a.m. Till then, definitely have a great weekend, a great week ahead. We will join you live again next Friday. Till then, goodbye. Have a good week. And definitely we will see you live back again 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time next Friday. And in India, it will be 9:30 p.m. Till then, goodbye. See you all next week.